Okay, so ISO 1, 2, and 3 done now. ISO 4 is going to deal with cylinders, so I want to take a minute and come in and talk about how to do that. I'm going to open up a new part file, and we're going to go to Start 2D Sketch. Now, it's important, at least I think it's important, to try to set yourself up where your front view is always your front view, right? If I choose the XY plane like I have been doing, and I'll show you what I mean. If I choose my XY plane and I draw a circle, and I go like that. This is how I. But for the record, this is not how I would do it. But this is what can happen. So let's go finish 2D sketch. And I'm just going to show you how to extrude something real quick. So if I go to extrude, say OK. I'll explain more about it in a minute. But if I hit my front view, that's my front view. Whereas I want my front view, which my drawing has kind of disappeared here. Okay, I want my front view to be this right here, to be the side. And again, I can manipulate it. Like, it doesn't have to be. I can just click on this and call this my front view. But I think it makes a lot more sense. It's a lot easier to manipulate later when you make that consideration before you do your drawing. So rather than save this, I'm going to start over. I'm going to say no. I'm going to choose another part file. Choose a 3D work plane. Now, this is how I'm going to do mine. Right? I'm going to go and I'm going to choose the YZ plane so that I can extrude my cylinder up this direction. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to click on a circle. I'll dimension it this time. The dimension is 0.8660. That's a pretty specific dimension, but 0.8660. If I remember right, it didn't matter what you made yours. You had to pick a dimension. That's just what I picked for mine. 8660, and I say OK. Now finish sketch. Now go to extrude, and I'm going to extrude my circle straight up. Mine's 2.75. Say OK. And that's that. Now if I hit my front view, it brings me to this view. If I hit my top view, it shows me the top of it. Again, is it the most important thing in the whole world? Maybe not. But it's one of those things that I think is just going to make your life a little bit easier as you move along. That should really cover us for that. There's some couple other things we have to talk about as far as holes and extruding and cutting. But we'll get to that in other videos. But as far as your cylinder goes, that should be enough. If you have any questions, obviously come up and ask. But otherwise, good luck.